Liverpool fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan, the Miyazaki man Sai, fresh off hammering the Hammers 5-1 in the EFL Carabao Cup. We now get back to the Premier League on Saturday. Unfortunately, it's going to be a late kickoff for me, so no live watch along. However, hopefully we can do the Wolves in, bite them in the backside at their home place in Molineux, because we are in good form. Despite the 5-1 victory, there are still areas for Arne Slot's Liverpool to improve in. The shiny one, will definitely take note of the fact that attacking wingers seem to be a threat on the diagonals in and amongst our six and between the fullbacks and centre-backs. Sure, the opposition have invaded our space and had shots on target. However, half chances, not clear-cut chances, and when we turn over the ball in those half chances, we have the opportunity to break and counter-attack, of which we've been efficient and deadly this season. So, with that in mind, how are Wolves going to line up? Let's have a look. So Gary O'Neill, who was actually linked to the Liverpool hot seat in the summer, we got the shiny one. Yokotane means thank goodness. He was always first choice. Don't know what people are on about Ruben Amorim. Anyway, Gary O'Neill will probably set up 4-2-3-1 formation. The main pondering choice is where will the midfielders line up, because of the three midfielders, they can actually play in all of the midfield roles themselves. And remember Andre Trindade, who a lot of people wanted as our starting six, can't even make the lineup on many occasions in the Wolves lineup. Says a lot in itself. The real big choice, I guess, is Doherty or Nelson Semedo, right, at right back, because let's look at this. It's going to be Johnston, Kinder Bueno, chocolate, Dawson. Who else have Wolves got? Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri is a quality left back, by the way. Very, very technical. Very able to play between the lines as well, and upgrade probably in our current left back positions. He's a good player overall, good technical player who can defend as well. Used to be a winger, Aït-Nouri. Doherty or Semedo. The experience of Doherty against the flying ability of Nelson Semedo. Who have we got in left wing? Gakpo and Diaz. Probably going with steady Eddie Doherty, who'll try to get up and down as well. So let's put him there for now. Now the midfield three will probably be Gomez, Lemina and Andre, in all honesty. Now Andre does like to be the fulcrum, the tempo maestro, but they've been playing him more than 8 lately. Lemina can go deep, can go central, can go at the top of the diamond as well. And Gomez is probably your box to box. So if we put Gomez there for now, most likely it'll be something of the sort. They'll probably play that free, in all honesty, but where they actually line up yet to be determined. Andre probably won't play high up there, but it'll probably be Lemina or Gomez in that position, or even Lemina dropping back. We'll see. It'll be interesting, but it'll probably be them free in the first instance. Gomez and Andre to control, probably from a deeper position, holding the ground, something like that. Bellegarde, left Bellegarde. I think Bellegarde, Cunha, right? Cunha likes to come in, cut inside. He's a good player as well, not the most pacey, but technically proficient. And it'll be Jorgen Strand Larsen, isn't it? So let's put Larsen there as well. Okay, so that's how they line up. Yes, I think ultimately with Gary O'Neill team, we're going to use a width. Aït-Nouri, Bellegarde will cut inside as well. Aït-Nouri holding that position here. Doherty likes to be a classic wing back, running around the outside as well. So we're going to see Doherty try to ping some crosses in. Cunha will go in and behind. Jorg Larsen will be in and around the penalty box area poaching, but he will try to go in the laterals as well to allow Cunha the space to cut inside. Late runner, hold up play, through ball, play Cunha into the lines, play from there as well. Bellegarde floating in between the positions. Cunha probably the one who goes into the more advanced positions as well. So what do Liverpool have to look out for? I don't think predominantly Wolves will be playing in and around our sixth position like a lot of other teams do and pressing us there. They're going to look for control in midfield and to press us near in and around the halfway line, keeping the shape. Do you remember how when Nottingham Forest kept the shape, it was very, very difficult to break through, and when you have such a congested midfield, it is really, really difficult to find the pockets, and Arne Slot likes a player in and amongst the 10 positions, really, to play from there and do the damage and play the lines in the laterals between the goalposts as well. So I think they're going to keep things fairly compact. Larsen will be the target man. Cunha will play off him. Bellegarde will offer some width as well. Doherty will give him free roam up and down, but he won't be too ambitious because of the threat in and behind as well. And I don't think Dawson and Bueno are the best width defenders. Aït-Nouri is a quality player as well. On occasion, you're gonna see them penning as well. And it could even be something like that, a 3-5-1-1 or 3-5-2, depending on how you want to play it. So yeah, they're going to be tough to break through. They're going to be congested. They're going to keep it tight and look for the opportunities on the break as well, using the technical ability of Bellegarde and Cunha to play off Larson, and if possible support from the midfield as well. But I don't think they're too adventurous, these midfielders. It's mostly going to come from the wing backs, Ait-Nouri and Doherty. In fact, Ait-Nouri and Doherty could even play double Mazzala positions, and these guys will just hold and play similar to that kind of style. Okay, so let's look at how Liverpool will line up. Now, I don't think Arne Slot will line up Liverpool with the same ambitious 4-2-4 that he played at home against West Ham in the Carabao Cup with Jota forming top of the diamond. A little bit too adventurous away at Wolves, but we're going to need to break them down, especially that congested midfield with Gomez, Lamina and Andre Trindade as well from Fluminense. So let's pen some names here. I don't think Alisson Becker is going to be fit in time, so Queeve comes straight in. Our Draco Malfoy, top 5 sexiest guys according to Japan ratings. And then Virgil van Dijk, captain, because a lot of our first teamers were rested with the Premier League in mind, and to give the other players, not fringe players, but rotational players, a run out as well. So you'd expect Van Dijk to come in, you'd expect Konate to partner him. I think Arne Slot's medical department and physio team, Touchwood, are going to keep a close eye on Konate, Jota, and make sure they retain their fitness. Federico Chiesa, for example, make sure they retain their fitness for large stretches of the match. Obviously, we're early in the season so far. They've still got a lot of mileage left to go. But we're going to see Trent coming in as well. Vice captain offering his Tekker's long ball ability. I actually subbed him out. Arsenal have a run of good fixtures coming up, so I actually did the taboo thing and took out Trent Alexander-Arnold because I had to take out Anthony Gordon as well. He's dropping, absolutely dropping. Hey, speaking of which, there's that news around Anthony Gordon was convinced he was coming to Liverpool because of Newcastle's financial fair play issues. Ultimately didn't turn out that way, and he's offering a bit of a strop, but he's definitely off form. So I had to sub him out, minus 0.2 fantasy football points, but I brought in Saliba and Saka for Trent and Gordon because of Arsenal's fixtures. It is what it is. Sorry, Trent. But in the base, Wataru Endo probably is going to sit on a bench again because we need an option in 6. He doesn't need to do what Gravenberch needs to do. He showed up himself and I gave him a nice 7.5 rating, but he'll probably have his place on the bench because Special Gravy Gravenberch comes in because he has been the Premier 6, luxury 6, glorious 6 of your dreams that anyone ever imagined. If you wanted to buy this current Gravenberch on current form, my goodness, it'd give FSG headaches galore because first of all, they couldn't buy him. He costs over 100 million. And there we go. Gravenberch, £100 million, number 6, Special Gravy in the 6. Gotta love it. Costa Simicas did himself no harm with bravery on the floor, trying to get that diving head in, copying John Terry and Phil Jones. However, it was his own mistake. He missed the tackle, which is why he's on the floor. But good guts, good Spartan pride in him as well. This is Sparta. Speaking of Sparta, Scottish Braveheart comes in, left back, tried and tested. That is our strongest back line for now. Marshalled by Gravenberch, very, very good. When Alexis McAllister came on, absolute different class, that guy. The Ginger Ninja in the right lights, the Ginger Nuts who gets nutted by the opposition, fouled and hacked to pieces. But he doesn't care, he's an Argentinian hard nut, and that Mate must be keeping him fresh and fit. So Maka comes in. But will Maka come in on the left and the right? Now this is always the conundrum, right? Because similar to Wolves, all 3 of our players, probably less so Szoboszlai, can play in all the positions. Szoboszlai can play deep as well, but it's slightly wasted, slightly different type of player. Maka starts on this side, right? So Ait-Nouri, you got to imagine that Ait-Nouri is left back here and Doherty is right back here. So who are you going to have to pin back Doherty? Because Doherty is probably the one that you can attack more hand. If it's Nelson Semedo, you can also attack him as well because them two are not the best defensively. They're very good going forward, so they're wing backs more or less, right? And Lucio Diaz or Cody Gakpo is going to be the big option. Now both of these can be super effective, and actually this has a bearing on who we choose here as well. So Curtis Jones did his position no harm whatsoever, but Dominic Szoboszlai was rested for that game, and he is the Premier 8/10 of this season so far, playing in the 10 role, almost like a Rom Deuter, finding the spaces, finding the pockets and playing from there, as well as a box to box. He's having a multifaceted effect on the midfield, and the reason you have Szoboszlai is because of pure pace against an Ait-Nouri. When he works together with Mo Salah, who'll definitely start because he's the Egyptian king, and you saw how hungry he was running down the wing and playing those Trivela reverse left-footed balls as well, and his through ball is fantastic in and amongst and behind the defence, playing not so wide in that position. So when Ait-Nouri has the headache of covering Salah or Szoboszlai, and whether it's Gomez or Andre shielding the other one as well, Lamina will probably be higher up, then that combination, Salah and Szoboszlai, it's going to be very, very hard for the defensive midfielder, let's say Gomez for now, Gomez and Aït-Nouri, to stop this combination, this overlap, considering that one of Liverpool's game-winning conditions is Trent in this area here. Now, Trent in the double pivot base or in the right midfield, I prefer the right midfield space. How can they stop that player there, right? When you've got three in midfield, looking for these guys, traversing the lines, drawing the first player in, which is one midfielder out of the way. Then you have Maka, who can play make, who can shoot, because he's got a cracking shot. My goodness, he's got a cracking shot. But as always, we always overload down the right-hand position because it's just what we do. We need Salah close to the goal, and Lucho Diaz is keeping the width on that side, traditionally. But Gakpo running in with power and shooting and running the whole 90 minutes is unstoppable. But Lucho Diaz this season is the highest scoring midfielder in fantasy football, and Luis Diaz starts from the fact that he is shooting in between the goalposts, getting himself in position to shoot closer to the goal, and he's converting the goals. And that's the most important thing. He is above and beyond his expected goal differential, and he's converting the goals. So Luis Diaz starts on merit, and the other hardest choice is Diogo Jota. Now, once again, as told you, how do you stop this potential opportunity here from Trent when you know that these two are going to cause havoc either in that position, overlapping there, or holding the width, and him coming inside line there, in which case Salah's very good at feeding him there, because he can go out and around again if Salah cuts inside there, goes back to Trent, and off you go. Wow, another game winning condition there, or even driving himself to shoot across, looking for deflection as well. So it just causes so many headaches for the opposition, which is why I prefer Szoboszlai here, because Maka can play make from the left as well. And we've lost the name here because this is going to be... Now, I would start Darwin Nunez on the current run of form against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're going to need to come out at home eventually, but the midfield will stop the passing lanes to them because it's a very tight, congested midfield between Gomez, Andre Trindade, and Doherty and Aït-Nouri as well stay high as wing backs, but they'll probably congest the midfield, forming the 5 in midfield, as I showed you, 3-5-1-1 type of thing. So with that in mind, playmaker between the lines, added extra playmaker. Started Diogo Jota, probably tried and tested. That is probably going to be the starting lineup. The only two that are potential what ifs are Nunez for Jota, which I would start because I think Nunez in current form, working hard, the goals will come, but Diogo Jota Slot is scoring 2. He's in fine goal scoring vein. He's fit, start the season, play him. He's probably over the FIFA tutorials of the new season as well, probably getting his rank up in eFootball. He's probably satisfied and happy, learning a few more tricks to do on a pitch, silkworm dribble in the laterals as well. Go tried and tested, and with Szoboszlai on the right instead of the left of Maka. But think of the firepower, man. If that doesn't work out for whatever reason, Luis Diaz for Cody Gakpo. Gakpo has the ability to start as well. That's just almost unfair. And Federico Chiesa will be chomping at the bit to get more Premier League minutes, right? Federico Chiesa. That'll be nice. I can't believe he's a Liverpool player. I still can't believe, and we got him for that price as well. That is immaculate. He's not injury prone. He's not a sick note. He had one bad ACL injury. Manage his minutes. Treat him well. He'll return the goodies. He's so happy to play for Liverpool as well. Special gravy Gravenberch will do what he needs to do. But I think I want to focus slightly on what Van Dijk and Konate will do. So we've seen Konate's ball playing ability, right? So what that now allows you to do, because Van Dijk traditionally starts deeper, and Konate was the one that roams into midfield, right? And Trent obviously in a half space position, which means Konate has to cover the width as well. But because Konate has that switcheroony ball, the side winder ball, the ball down the line as well, we have now seen Van Dijk stepping up, front-footed defender, and wow, seeing Van Dijk close you down, winning the headers, going into this space position here, and he can still ping the ball because he's actually pinged the ball less to Salah this season than any other season under instructions because he's been playing it simple. When he played to Gravenberch roams around, plays to Trent to Szoboszlai, back to Gravenberch in to Robertson, roaming forward. Then you have all your 10s in position, Salah, Jota, Lucho Diaz as an option there as well. The laterals are always available. If Szoboszlai is floating in and around Jota as well, the lateral becomes Trent Alexander-Arnold or Ryan Gravenberch to break through the lines. And either way, you're in trouble because when Gravenberch is on the charge, running through the lines, he's like Moussa Dembele of old, can get there easily, in which case Trent can tuck in, or Szoboszlai might be the covering player, depending on where they start. And if Trent goes in there, you're in trouble again because he can slide the ball, he can shoot the ball. This is overwhelming in terms of tactical flexibility and options, and it's all facilitated by Gravenberch being able to hold the ball in that 6th position until the opportune time comes, until the press comes, and he beats the press with a pass, a piece of skill, turning his body away from danger with his first touch as well. I love the makeup of his Liverpool team right now. It is so flexible, so fluid, and so good. And for Carragher, who said that this is more boring than a Jurgen Klopp football. Why do you need the game to be exciting, especially when the opposition have the ball? You only need the game to be excited when you're in and around their goal, or when we've actually done them in with techers, of which Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Maka have techers in aplenty. Jones will be unlucky not to start in, but Jones obviously is feeling his way back into contention. Hopefully doesn't get a niggling injury again. And in all honesty, in terms of pure talent, these three probably win the day. Harvey Elliott will be back next month. He'll have options to play in the 10 role next to Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai is a machine in terms of going up and down. He's an absolute beastly unit in terms of physicality as well, in terms of fight, in terms of firepower. And Arne Slot challenged him to get the goals as well, so you'd expect Szoboszlai to really be in and amongst there. And if you're wanting control for under the cosh, Maka to pen in and sit next to Gravenberch to dictate from there. When we have this shape as well, what you have is the ability for the long ball playing, the shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins. No, I digress a little bit. I love my wrestling as well. But as you know, Robertson is having more reserved role. He's not bombing up all the way up a dud wing because he doesn't really need to. When you play this kind of system, right, and it almost becomes this kind of shape here. This is the kind of shape Szoboszlai having that lateral and Lucho Diaz here. He doesn't need to bomb down the lines. He doesn't need to cross it. He just needs to hold the width and give the outlet on that side to pull the opposition towards this direction where your overload is on the right hand side. And if they get drawn towards this position, you move the ball as quickly as possible, because the dangers here with these three players, as I mentioned previously, and then Jota in the air is marvellous. Now if he runs in that position and Lucho Diaz goes in half space, amazing. And we know Robertson isn't the strongest in rondos because obviously he's the less technical in terms of first touch and what he does on the ball, but Lucho Diaz even comes in this position, and when Lucho Diaz comes in this position, we know he doesn't get dispossessed, which means we've got an extra 10 in Maka, Szoboszlai and Salah in the line of the 10, right? It's almost unfair that you have these three in the line of the 10, Gravenberch and Robbo backing up Lucho Diaz, who runs the laterals to try to get the ball out to Trent or out to Salah, or Jota moves to the left wing as well, and then you have this kind of pseudo position where Salah can invert in there, Szoboszlai becomes your winger and Maka in the 10. Either way, when Lucho Diaz is in this position, we are set up to attack, because Jota in the left is no joke. Salah up front with intelligent movement and ability to thread the ball through is no joke. Maka is an immaculate 10, but unfortunately he's so good elsewhere as well that we need him elsewhere, and Szoboszlai is no joke on the wing as well. But still, he does cover for Trent on occasions. However, Szoboszlai on the wing has a delicious delivery. I really want to see him crack up some assists from the right wing, because he does have the delivery and he does have the shot to really be more involved in the goals. Let's see if Arne Slot can coax it out of him, and he can't stop the inevitable Gravenberch run as well. Backed up by Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson. That's almost unfair. If you had Alisson Beck in here, it's GG, game over. GG, good game. Kelleher, distribution, always good. Calm as you like. Hasn't conceded many. Most of the ones he conceded is not really his fault, but I'm very confident in this particular game. In terms of substitutions, Gakpo comes on. He deserves to come on. Cody Jones comes on as well. Connor Bradley may or may not come on depending on how the game goes. If we're well ahead, he will come on for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously, Harvey Elliott is injured. Wataru Endo, if Gravenberch needs a rest, can come on. Federico Chiesa, if we're well ahead. If Salah's already got a goal or a few assists, Chiesa will come on, increasing his match fitness as well. But Chiesa isn't a starter for now, because our first team lineup is pretty much set. The only choices are Nunez or Jota, and potentially Gakpo or Lucho Diaz. But you can't shy away from Lucho Diaz in this form. So let me know in the comments below if you agree with my lineup and my tactical outset for Arne Slot. If he's watching this as well, you're welcome, my man. Sure, you don't need to listen from me, but it never hurts, right? It's just another perspective. Up the shiny one as always. I love tactics, I love football, I love Liverpool. It's a great time to be a Liverpool fan. Miyazaki man, Ichiban, it means the best. And what else is the best? Wataru Endo's book, Mamacita Maimi, translated it already. I'm editing it. You should go in the members section fairly shortly. Thank you so much to all the members for supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel, YouTube membership is the best way to do it. YouTube doesn't pay diddly squat. It pays £3 per 1,000 views. You do the maths. On average, £5 per video. Oh my goodness, 3 hours, 4 hours for £5. I should work in McDonald's. Anyway, I like McDonald's, by the way. Had a cheeky Big Mac earlier. I have to go now to pick up the mushroom boy Ato from karate class, and he's kicking some serious ass in karate class. But I will be back fairly soon. YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here. We're going to watch the mushroom boys karate session in the dojo right now. This is Akibuna Yochien. Let's go and check him out. So, Mushroom Boy Ato is kicking some proper ass. He's going to be a proper hard nut, like his old man, right? I'm ancient. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Wolves match. Man, I can't watch it live, but I will be peeking throughout the night, just looking at that score. Cheeky water break in the night to look at that score and to chat with you guys on Discord as well. Make sure you guys do join the Discord. It's so fun. We talk about tactics, we talk about individual players, we talk about the lineups, we talk about universe, life and everything, merch, goodies, kit. It's all good, including what videos the Miyazaki Man side Liverpool fan in Japan should be making next as well. Membership is the best way to support the channel. Welcome Diaz Virtualis, our newest member. Thank you especially to all the LFIJ All-Stars, Joseph M, Jamie R, Christian, Debs P, Leonardo 1, Elizabeth Glue and Captain Haz. I've sent out about 24 goodies so far to all the members as a thank you for supporting the channel. Really domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you with all my heart. Hope you guys are enjoying the chocolates, the candies, the half-baked cookies, even the merch from Japan as well. Now I found this at my in-laws house buried away, so in lieu of opening a piece of kit, I'm going to wear this bad boy here. It's got YN, it actually goes quite nicely with the shirt, isn't it? YNWA, you'll never walk alone. Bit dodge. Where have my in-laws kept this? Needs a bit of wash as well. But this jacket here is quite thick, suited and booted for the winter. You'll never walk alone in Liverpool merch. Until next time, Miyazaki Man Ichiban, Miyazaki Gan army is growing. Janet, have a great evening. See you soon. Speak soon. Peace.
Liverpool fan in Japan.